Too full. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, this is Devil May Cry 5, and I'm about to run through Legendary Dark Knight mode. It's not one of my favorite modes, but it's still pretty fun. But it's best played as Vergil, because Vergil is broken as shit and just trivializes everything. Anyway, no more wasting time. Time to get to it.
Just a little longer.
They don't really elaborate on this. Like, how is he back? They never tell you.
What is it?
He just is.
Well, you're in luck, pal, 'cause food's ready. Kitty always makes too much. Hope you like loud talkers, too, 'cause got a pair of those upstairs. You see something you like? You a demon?
Nero, the food's getting cold!
Kitty, get back inside now!
Bro really went, give me a hand.
Taking this back. I'm running out of time.
Wait!
It's nearly time.
I like how he wastes no time, even when he's falling apart.
Last, I will.
Like, Vergil's entire thing is he doesn't waste effort if it can be helped. He just gets to the point. Okay, so we have two choices. We can pick the default color, or we can pick the actual color. Honestly, I like this one though. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know why, I just like this one. So Devil May Cry 5 is a very good game. It does have the unfortunate problem of having an egregious volume of loading screens, but past that it's just good fun, you know? And that's what you want a video game to be. But it also has some interesting, extremely video gamey stuff in it. For example, if, for whatever reason, you manage to beat Yuri's in here, you beat the game. And you could actually unlock the next tier of difficulty really quickly. That's easier said than done, though, because Yuri's in is kind of a nightmare to fight. And also, I don't want to fight him. But you got your dodges. You can also taunt. Bring up the style meter. And Vergil is just... he's always put in these games as a sort of catharsis option. You don't play as Vergil to play a balanced character, you play as Vergil to blow the game up after you beat it. Look at that shit.
Let's have some fun.
Alright. So one of the interesting things about Vergil, and I probably covered this in another stream, is that he actually has several different types of dodges. Like he has a normal teleport that you can do unlocked, which actually makes him more fun to play unlocked than locked. Lock on, you just lock onto a target, you enter a lock-on stance, where you specifically focus in a specific direction. And your dodges change, because you have to rely on this now, which isn't quite as good, but it does get the job done. And your teleports are just relegated to Grim Trick, which, you know, you attach a sword to an enemy, you teleport to them or away from them, depending on how it goes.
Right. Silence. Have you decided?
In his Devil Trigger mode, he gets a bunch of super moves, which are just combo finishers that are really powerful. All of his normal attacks get like an ender specific to Devil Trigger mode. His default DT
Go to hell.
Hold on. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I'm messing this up big time. You also get this, which restores your health, and basically kills everything. Which I think is pretty interesting.
Let's have some fun.
Well, all Vergil's good fun. But yeah, when his concentration meter is max like this, that's pretty much when he's at his most powerful. I still think they should have just called it the motivation meter. That would have been the best sort of power move right there. Just say, oh yeah, the reason his moves and attacks all deal less damage is because he's not feeling the fight. Alright. Anyway. Oh yeah, those laser beams don't mess around. Yep, yep. So like I said, beating Urizen at this area, at this particular level is really hard, even with Vergil. You can totally do it. That's the best part. You can actually beat Urizen and you clear the game if you do. You don't get the happy ending, but you can totally do it. The problem is you also miss most of the game if you do that. I think there was actually one dude who seriously beat Urizen at this level and locked himself out of the entire rest of the game for that difficulty. Like, it was a post on Reddit when the game came out. The dude said, "Okay, I beat the first boss, and where's the rest of the game at?" And we were all just looking at him like, "What? How did you do it?" Because we thought it was like the weirdest shit. Like, how could you beat the first boss and think there wasn't any game that... You're supposed to get your ass kicked. That's what gives you the rest of the game. Oh, man. We were telling him that, and he was like, "What? Really? You mean I have to lose that fight?" And I was like, "How did you not? Urizen is hard, man." Probably his biggest flex. Yeah, he totally did. He had receipts and everything. That's the most messed up part. He wasn't even flexing on us. He was just that good at the game. He legitimately thought there wasn't a rest of the game. Okay, gotta take care of those guys. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go into a bit of fighting game lingo here because I want to explain something that I think is really cool. The Hell Antinors are programmed to... get away from all this. The Hell Antinors are programmed to immediately get up and charge you after they get knocked down, right? So their knockdown state, like, forces them to do it. They're scripted to do it. And this is what makes them so difficult because you rely on knockdowns in this game. Because it's like a fighting game, essentially. Like, the foundation is definitely a fighting game. As Vergil, what you can do to solve that is after you knock them down, you can do this. And it forces them to stand. It's essentially a force stand ability that gets them out of knockdown state, completely negating their charging attack. So, if you, like, do this and they're knocked down, you can follow it up with that, and it force stands them. And you'll be forgiven if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like really specific fighting game stuff. Okay, stop locking onto those, lock onto these. Thank you. Okay. Ah, where is this? Okay, you know what I'm talking about then, yeah. I think it's wild how you can apply fighting game logic to this game, and it works perfectly. Because it is, like, fundamentally uses the foundation of a fighting game. All Devil May Cry games do. I guess you could argue that a lot of Capcom games, if not all of them, do the same thing. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not very good at fighting games. I get my ass kicked on them all the time. So I got to the point where I just stopped playing them. But, like, when I did play them, I tried to understand as much as I could, so it was like, oh, okay. That's what makes this game so good. It uses fighting game mechanics with a single-player game. Oh boy, here we go. There we go. And that's mission 1. It's pretty fun. It's kind of funny how there's almost like a Mega Man vibe going on with some of the levels. Like, oh man, I haven't even done that. Bloody Palace is the one thing I've never actually beaten. I want to, it's just I don't have that much endurance. Like, I can vibe with a hard game up to a point, but I don't actually enjoy playing them half the time. And especially the harder difficulty settings for certain things. Bloody Palace is a really hard mode, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan. Like, sometimes I pop it up and just put it on, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. Then about around floor 70, that's when I kind of just stop wanting to play. I think it's just an endurance thing. Okay. Yeah, the messed up thing is, I actually beat Devil May Cry 4's Bloody Palace, but I beat it once, as Vergil. No wait, no, I think I beat it twice actually. But yeah, that really shows my tolerance for modes like Bloody Palace. I like playing them from time to time, but not actually beating them. Which is funny, because there's some really good bonuses for beating them in this game, but it's like... I just don't want to, you know?
Go to hell.
Alright. I should really avoid that area, actually. I don't want to go unlock the bonus holds, I just want to get straight to the point.
Let's have some fun.
I fucking love that attack. I really do. Judgment kind of end when you absolutely positively have to kill every fucker in the room. Now, one thing, like I mentioned before, one thing I really like about the flow of the base game is how it almost feels like Mega Man in a way. Because Nero especially, like, he only gets new abilities unlocked from beating, well, bosses. And almost every single initial mission has a boss at the end. Which I thought was pretty cool. There's a sort of formulaic thing going on with Devil May Cry 5's opening act. It just works for it. My only real complaint is this game's finale, or rather it's the run to the end is just through the tree. And the tree isn't a great level to drag on for like half the game. Visually it looks great, it's just, it's the same level, there's nothing interesting about that. As much as people pan Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 4 at least had really varied levels most of the time. It's just that you also ran through them twice. You know? But I mean, Dante, like, he at least had some elements of them change. Alright, supposed to go this way. Now, what's behind door number 3? There wasn't? Really? I thought they'd planned it out and everything. Like, they straight up had a playable Vergil model. There ain't no way they didn't. Really? Nah, come on, man. You can't be doing me like that. There ain't no way. How could there not have been a planned special edition for this game? That don't make no sense. But then again, knowing Capcom, they could have been on something. I'm glad they made one. Can you imagine the game about Vergil not making Vergil playable? That's just a crime right there. Okay, there we go. And now we are in this area. So let me get this straight. when they made Devil May Cry 5, which they considered to be a revival of the franchise, they didn't even plan Special Edition at all. Because I thought, like, the moment Devil May Cry 5 came out, it was like, yeah, Devil May Cry 5 was back. That it wasn't dying. Man, this is new to me. I did not know that. I'm glad they changed their mind. We proved them wrong, right? But man, that's just a trip. Ah yes, the haunted TV room. And my favorites. Oh my god, that is... I knew Capcom was tone deaf, but holy shit, that is next level. Whoever the old boomers are running their company, they need to just stop running it. Give the company to Itsuno. He'll do everything right with it, right? Good god. That is dire. Like, not knowing how popular your own IPs are. That is like hiding in a crystal tower level of not knowing anything about your own IP. There we go. Vergil sacrifices all of his motivation just to blow everything up. I'll be honest, I haven't even heard that Devil May Cry 6 was in the works. I talk about how Capcom doesn't know. How do I not know this? I consider myself to be a huge fan of this franchise, and here I am not knowing anything about it. Man.
There's no time for doubt. I know what must be done.
That'd be great, honestly. I'd love that. Okay, let's see. What do we got? More of this. Okay, now let's see if I can skip this. Shit. There we go. I'd love for there to be a Lady and Trish DLC, but I think that Lady and Trish really need their movesets more fleshed out. Well, actually, Trish does. Ladies is kind of fine, but Trish is like... In Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition... Sorry. Fumbling over my words here. In Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, Trish was a trap character, so to speak. Her attacks all were sort of traps that you set for enemies for, like, doing major attacks. The problem is, she felt too technical. I mean, that might have been the point, but I didn't really enjoy playing as her. Lady, on the other hand, I really enjoyed, but there could have been more to her. So if we do get that, and that's a huge if, because I have no idea if we will, I'd love to see, like, more advanced versions of their movesets. Okay, I need to get out of here. There we are. Okay, that did nothing. And I can't dodge through that, so that's a bust. Oh man. Also, can we all agree that Goliath's theme goes really, really hard for no reason? Probably the most awesome boss theme in this game. And it has to compete with King Cerberus. And Bury the Light. Okay, it doesn't actually compare to Bury the Light. Bury the Light's next level, but Goliath's up there. You know, that's a good way of describing it, actually.
There's no time for that. That one must be done.
There we go. Okay, that was slightly irritating. Let's be real.
Show me your motivation.
Okay, this might be too much for the gauntlets, but we'll see. There we go. Taunt kill. I like how Vergil's S-rank taunt is effectively just... It's effectively just his Devil May Cry 3 aerial rave. I cannot speak right now. It really is. Like, I really love the aesthetic of this game. Yay. Here we go. Ah yes, my least favorite mechanic. Shooting it really hard, and that's what does the thing. Makes it open. Like, why not just stick to just having us, like, hit it once, and that's what teleports us. No, we gotta activate it first. Just doesn't make sense, you know? Yeah, maybe I guess it was for jumping puzzle purposes. Why did I do that? There we go. Head empty. Require Devil May Cry and pizza. That's a lot of lizards.
Which one of you will die first?
You know the funny thing? I think my favorite character in this game to play as, aside from Vergil, is V. I know everybody doesn't like him, but like he's one of my favorites because of how simple and easy to get he is. It's really satisfying, basically. Okay. Un momento. This is actually the hardest question you've ever given me. I'm not even kidding. Because you see, the thing is, mechanically, 5 is better than 3. Story-wise, though, it's a hard one, because I want to say that 3 is better than 5. But maybe it's just presentation-wise, 3 is better than 5. Because the thing is, like, the story of 3 is effectively resolved in 5. So they're functionally the same story. So I can't exactly say one is better than the other if they're both like the beginning and ending of the same plot. Right? And that's the problem I have here, is like you're telling me to choose between 2 of the greatest games of all time. Oh god, this is a hard one. I want to say 3 because rose-tinted glasses, and I like 3 a lot more. And again, this game is really good and has better, more playable characters and stuff. Yeah, I can see why. Like, they're both god tier. Like, if you were to put them both side by side and say only one is the greatest game ever made, I wouldn't believe it. Because they're both the greatest game ever made. I'm telling you, Ultimate, I don't think I can choose. You hit me with this choice out of nowhere, and now I'm like, what? No, why? I can't pick one. They're both excellent. They're both perfect. Like, even V with his weird gameplay stuff, he's perfect. Okay. Yes, my least favorite part of the game.
You shall die. My power shall be absolute.
Okay, I just need to handle this diplomatically. Bow.
This shall be your grave.
Where are the others at? I know you're here. Come on. Oh, okay. Here we go again. Okay, this is gonna suck. They're really gonna make me do this all day.
You're wasting my time.
You tell them, Vergil. Vergil's like, screw this. He's just smiling the whole time, he's just casually one-shotting them. Oh boy, this again. Okay, I want to get this one over with as quickly as I can, because this boss is a bit more annoying than it has any right to be. So we'll see how it goes.
Rest in peace. Now I'm a little motivated.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll just waste all my DT.
Show me.
Will this work?
Time.
I'm not gonna survive this, am I? I fucked up.
Go to hell.
Okay, now I'm just getting my butt kicked.
Have you decided which one of you will die first? Try me.
Okay. That was on me. That was on me. Just gonna use this.
I won't fall again. There is no escape.
Here we go. Not my finest run. Somehow I still got an... Oh no, wait, never mind. I got an A. We're in the clear. The penalty worked. I got this pizza here and everything, and I haven't touched it yet. It's kind of fucked up, actually. I should eat that.
Go to hell. It's over.
Yeah, but we don't think about that stuff here. This is a PG-13 rated game that involves impalement, death, and lots of monsters being eviscerated. You know, for kids. Their blood literally explodes out of them and crystallizes. For kids, you know? This is a kid's game, totally. All video games are for children, didn't you hear? It's in the rules, right? I love the old people, they're so detached from reality. It's actually kind of absurd. Oh shit. One of those. Okay, this one drags on for a while.
That's weak.
It's like playing whack-a-mole, except you know where the moles are coming out. You just whack them over and over again. It's not even a fight anymore.
You decided which one of you will die first. We die.
Actually, I think that was a mistranslation on their part. I mean, I didn't hear anything about them specifically helping, just that they were, like, adding a bit of expertise in there, but I don't think they're actually working on the combat. It'd be cool if they were, because Kingdom Hearts has pretty decent combat. But I don't think any of the Kingdom Hearts team members were specifically assigned to it or anything. So this is coming from the guy who didn't know Devil May Cry 6 was announced or is possibly in the works, as it were. I'd love for there to be a sixth one, but I have no idea how that's gonna work. It might have been. That's the thing. It could also be that you're completely right, but I was given to understand that it was just like they were giving advice or helping advise, but they weren't actually working on the combat itself. That was a Devil May Cry guy who was doing that. And you have to remember that Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts combat is vastly different. Like on the surface, there's a lot of like impressive stuff going on with like attacks and moves and stuff, but Kingdom Hearts is about taking large mobs of enemies and just destroying them. Devil May Cry is about styling on them in very specific combo-y ways. Like a lot of the time in Kingdom Hearts, you could just mash X to win. I hate saying it like that, but it's kind of true. It's not all the time though. There are enemies that require your attention, and the bosses absolutely can't do that. And there is mechanical depth, but when it comes to like the normal flow of gameplay, it's a bunch of Heartless appeared. I better hit them with massive, hard-hitting area of effect attacks and kill them all. And then you do. And rinse and repeat. The best part is they explode like a piñata afterwards. It's great. But Devil May Cry is very technical. Kingdom Hearts can get technical, but it doesn't lead you to doing that. It just wants you to smash things. It has depth, but it doesn't guide you to it at all. There we go. These fights tend to take a bit.
Let's have some fun. Go to hell.
Oh, okay.
Go to hell. It's over. Get lost. Now try that.
Okay, one sec. Yeah, this is gonna be the really hard area. Hate this one.
You shall die.
He was a worthy opponent. Okay. This boss sucks. I hate him. Really don't care for this boss. Oh, okay. Use V, that'll fix it. It did not, in fact, fix it. really not a fan of that fight. Like, as V, it's kind of fun, but as literally any other character, it sucks. That is a V-specific battle. Like, kind of all of V's fights just aren't fun as any other character other than V. Even as V, like, they kind of drag on too long. But what can you do? The answer is, of course, employ violence. Yeah, Elder Gary on Knight's kind of the worst. Like, he's a cool reference, but that's all he is. This might take a minute. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of tempted to switch to Sunbreak, but I want to at least do a little bit more of this before I do that. You know, I think one of the more unfortunate oversights is how this is handled. Like, you see this enemy breaking into this facility here, and as V, you know, you eventually get to the point where you can actually, like, there should have been, like, a point where you talk to Nero during the boss fight. Because, when you're playing as Nero and you fight Gilgamesh, like, you actually see V during his boss fight. And it felt like there should have been a crossover there or something. There's not. It's just a sort of standalone moment that may or may not have actually happened.
Let's have some fun. You shall die.
Best taunt in the game. You can kill an enemy during that and confidently say Vergil wasn't even trying. That's why Vergil's awesome. Okay, moving right along. There we go. What's that? More power?
Go to hell. It's over. Get lost! Go to hell! Get Now you get lost. Go to hell.
Hell yeah!
There's no time for doubt. I know what must be done. Get lost.
Okay. I need to get up there. But how? Okay, that works. There we are. Perfect. What to do? What to do? Oh god, this one.
Go to hell. Now you slot. Silent. Get lost. Go to hell. It's over.
That wasn't so bad. Okay, gonna avoid that altogether. I guess I can't, can I?
Get lost! Go to hell! Let's have some fun.
Where you at? Where's he at? Oh wow, there's a lot of them.
Now I'm a little motivated. You think you stand a chance? Go to hell! It's over.
There we go. Completely forgot about him. Dante's way more technical, but he's also easier to play as. Vergil is... how to put it? He's straightforward, but... he's better off played like, okay, hold on. Okay.
Show me your motivation.
To get really good combos out of Vergil, you gotta get technical.
You shall die. There is no escape. Now you
Okay. Hold on. Damn it, this fight sucks.
Your nightmare begins here. Here goes.
There we go. Yeah, Dante is easier to use. but he's harder to master. On the other hand, Vergil is harder. He's more technical in a lot of ways, but he's easier to master, I guess. Because, like, he doesn't have that many attacks. But they all have unique properties, which, you know, when you get really technical with him, you can do absurd stuff. But you have to actually get technical with him, really. He's not really meant to be played that way. Dante, on the other hand, it rewards you for being technical, because there's a practical purpose for using him that way. Me, I'm a casual player. I just play it as is. Oh, okay, this one. I see. I hate this game now. Funny thing about Gilgamesh is, despite him being a gimmick fight, he's not bad, he's just not fun. He's a very technical fight, though. There's a lot going on here, like a lot to dodge. And the idea is you have to approach him by, you know, taking out the orbs first, then teleporting up.
You think you stand a chance?
Dismal.
Give me a second here. I want to knock this out of the park as quick as I can. First, I need to charge up.
You think you stand a chance?
Oh, okay.
Rest in peace.
Okay, this is not going well.
This bell counts as a warm-up. This bell counts. All night now, taking my time.
Man. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. Wow, they account for everything.
Show me.
Okay, that'll work. Oh, man. Now that fight's always rough. I hate it. It's not even as bad design. It's actually fairly engaging, but it's engaging in all the wrong ways. Here, let's just have a boss fight that repeatedly pushes you off from damaging it. Genius design. Oh, okay, guess I'll just go into the blender. One second.
Now you go to hell. That's the... You decide which one of you will die first. Go to hell.
You know, if they had it like another game with a crossover from Devil May Cry and it was just Vergil, I'd play the fuck out of that game, even if the game was bad.
Go to hell. It's over.
That's just how much staying power Vergil and Dante
Go
have.
to hell. It's over.
I really hope that's the case because, like, they kind of shied away from this one. They shouldn't have. Okay, I'm getting my butt kicked here. There we go. Enter the poetry-loving goth alter ego.
Go to hell. Let's have some fun.
Wrong way. For me, at least, visually, the most interesting part of Devil May Cry 5 is this. The whole city. Like, the Client Pod's nice too, but it blends together way too much. The city is probably the most standout area because it's creepy, it's haunting. It's got a huge Resident Evil aesthetic going on. But it's not a Resident Evil game. I need to get my own copy of Resident Evil 8, actually.
You decide.
I actually played it. It was really good. Probably the most fun I've ever had with a Resident Evil game.
Go to hell. It's over.
God, I love the fact that the DLC's doing that. I'll be honest, I kind of felt bad for Heisenberg because even though he's like a terrible person, he is ultimately a victim of some much worse person. Like, I actually wanted there to be a full-blown Heisenberg team-up. But unfortunately, Heisenberg's a miserable, terrible person who's self-centered to a fault, so it's never gonna happen. But like, when he was like telling Ethan, let's team up, I was like, hell yeah, team up! Team up with the Magneto dude! Team up with Hobo Magneto, this is gonna be great! And what we got was still good, because like the Heisenberg fight is like easily the rawest fight in the entire game. Wow, this is just dragging on forever. But no, the fight with Heisenberg was the highlight, I think. Oh, okay. Okay. This is becoming a bit of a problem. There we go.
Shall I entrust it?
Okay. Well, I sure am glad that's over. It's the escalator of hell.
Show me your motivation.
Here we go. Yeah, I think that Capcom's recent trend of let's come up with the most awesome sounding shit imaginable put in a video game has been really good for the company lately. Like, 10 years ago, if you told me Capcom was going to come out with a game where one of the main antagonists was a vampire dragon looks like Dracula, I'd call you a fucking liar. I'd say that ain't real. That's bullshit. Ain't no way they'd be that cool. 10 years ago, you told me they come out with a game about Vergil where you play as half of Vergil and fight the other half. I'd say you were full of shit. 10 years ago, you told me I'd be fighting a bunch of Nello Angelo lookalikes in a theater slowly sliding down a hill in the middle of a ruined city. I definitely not believe that.
You shall die.
Kind of amazing, actually.
Here goes. Let's have some fun.
Right? Like Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out? Like, my god, I heard about that, I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They really announced it. I wish they'd show it, too, but, we'll see. Mission 8. Speaking of vampire dragons, after this mission, I think we're going to take a quick break, have some pizza, and then I'm going to pop in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, because I want to progress the story on the stream, so we'll be playing that a bit too. I'll switch back and forth depending on how bored I am. But right now, I think I've had my fill of Vergil, so gonna clear this one real quick.
Go to hell. It's over.
Then take 5. I remember when my Steam friend first got me into fighting games, he taught me the hardest, most brutal lesson in all of fighting games. The first thing he did was, we were playing Super Street Fighter 4 at the time. And, you know, I insisted on playing Dan, so he's like, okay, you played Dan. He picked Ken. And you can already see where this is going, right? Yeah. So what happened was, he kept bodying me as Ken over and over and over while typing in the Steam chat, Ken Scrubs! Ken Scrubs! And he kept doing this non-stop until finally I gave up and stopped playing for the day. Because I was so mad. Not at him, but just at the situation. My friend taught me the firmest, most merciless lesson of all the fighting games that day. The most valuable lesson ever. Which is, there is no mercy in fighting games. Kill your friends. Beat the shit out of them. Ruin your friendship forever. Fighting games is where friendship goes to die. When you play a fighting game, you're there to kill the opponent's spirit. To brutalize them as mercilessly as you can. There can be no honor in a fighting game. Only death. And that's when I started actually getting better at fighting games. Because I stopped being nice. I was out for blood. Anyway, that's why I don't play fighting games anymore.
You shall die.
Nope. Not today, fucko. Yeah, I hate those things so much. Seriously. Yep. You play a fighting game, you play for keeps. Your friend's outside the fighting game. When you start playing a fighting game and you're fighting your friend, he ain't your friend until the fight's over. Beat your friend's ass. That's how you can be his friend. Show him the true nature of fighting games. It's all pure villainy until you put down the controller. The whole idea behind a fighting game is it's that Raul Julie M. Bison moment where he says it was Tuesday. It's always Tuesday in Street Fighter. No mercy.
Go to hell.
But yeah, that's why I don't play fighting games no more. I just got tired of it because, like, it ain't even that it was toxic. I just didn't like getting my ass beat all the time.
Too slow.
Okay, hold on. I gotta be careful about this.
Now you suffer.
There we go.
Here goes. You shall die.
There we are. You know, I really don't use Doppelganger all that much. Did I go the wrong way again? Ugh. It's always how it goes in this one area. I always get turned around. I think after the 40th time I'd have figured it out by now. Nope. Oh boy, here we go again. And I don't have enough doppelganger for this, so...
Get lost!
Almost to your reason. But not quite. There we go. Okay, yeah, this has got to be the right one. Alright, we're almost there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat Urizen 2. I want to try, but at the same time, he's actually harder than Urizen 1. Okay, there's one easy way to break Urizen's barrier, though. And that's basically by using the drill attack, because it has the highest single target damage.
There is no escape!
There we go.
Scatter like dust.
Yeah, it just melts his barrier.
There is no escape! Here goes!
What a futile.
Alright, V finisher.
Time.
We both bring the same.
Okay, guys, we beat the game. We beat Devil May Cry 5.
My limit.
I'm not even kidding. You can actually beat it early by beating Yuri's and dirtier levels. It's great. It's even got the fake fast rolling credits scene. The real question, did we get an S rank? Oh my god, we did. We got a huge S rank. Boots us out to the game screen. Yep, that's right. We literally just beat Devil May Cry 5 early. You totally do that. It's great. If it didn't have all the difficulties unlocked, it'd have unlocked the next tier of difficulty. It's the best part about it. You just, you have to beat yours and to do it. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break, eat, and then I'll go ahead and get started on streaming Monster Hunter. Hell of a way to end the stream, though.